Very well orchestrated indeed. A little too orchestrated for my liking, though. Let's see what Team DSP stands for.
To remember is DSP stands for cohesion.
One of the most important things that DSP stands for is communication.
What DSP stands for, other than Dallas or WikiPace, we stand for doing students proud.
DSP, the C, there's no C in it. There's the what, and then the one, and then you carry the. I'm confused. Is there some sort of hidden message that you're trying to send us here?
We think we're fantastic, and hopefully you think we are too in time.
Woohoo! Someone thinks they're pretty confident. Let's hear some more from El Capitan Confident.
These guys have some more concrete ideas to find out exactly what it is that you want when we formulate our platform.
Some of our specific ideas are to have digital photo printing at the PNCC.
You promise us concrete. There is no concrete. Just another one of those campaign promises. Ugh. Let's go to one of our correspondents and see if we can get a little more dirt on you guys.
Have you had sex with anyone in this building right now? Yes, I have.
Who's that good-looking guy? He's attractive, let me tell you.
If you had the opportunity to serve students, you would take that opportunity, right? To serve students? I'll be there in a second for every student, that's for sure. So you gonna buy me a drink? Let's do it right now. Get it on camera, I'll buy him a drink. I love this man. I love this man. I've hit on him twice already. Which is making me very uncomfortable. Again, this is Sean Coates from New Year's at Alfie's. And this is Odella from New Year's at Alfie's, signing off. He wasn't supposed to speak there. Oh, sorry. Awkward silence? Alright, I'm out.
Speaking of awkward, it's time for us to take a look at Team RHM and some of the stuff that they're going to be telling us about.
So it's very important that we strengthen the clubs. We're talking about establishing a listserv for clubs. We're also going to put on the AMS website a calendar that all clubs can post their events.
We'd also like to have an AMS calendar on the website.
Well, let's just take a little look-see here on the old internet. Just gonna take a look at the old AMS website. Actually take a look at the calendar that they already have up here. Probably makes sense to promise things that already exist. Best way to deliver on those promises, right? Yeah, okay. Well, let's hear some more from your campaign platform then, shall we?
All platforms have promises. We are making guarantees.
Well, this could be interesting.
The RHM contract with Queens contains 10 promises.
What? You just said one thing and then you did another. I mean, come on. How are we supposed to trust you guys? We're looking for a little bit of creativity from our candidates here, okay? Show me something creative.
Promises like holding bad landlords accountable by giving the golden cockroach to the worst ghetto slumlord. The practical impact is that it will force bad landlords, not just the ones that are identified by the Golden Cockroach Award, but by all landlords, to clean up their act.
Okay, this is good. This sounds creative, okay? Well, like Golden Cockroach Award. But have you looked at these things? I mean, like, well, here's a trophy, okay? You make one of these bad boys out of gold at $400 an ounce? I mean, that sounds kind of costly, and we're going to be rewarding these landlords. Hell, I might just throw some termites in my old apartment, you know? That way I can get myself a little golden nugget love. I think what you guys have got to do is stop looking outside the university for things the AMS can do. Start looking inside the university at things that the AMS needs to fix.
Another thing that this Coke sort of fund has is that we aren't able to have water fountains in buildings, which is really a shame.
Okay, well, we've sort of taken a look at all the breakdown of the teams and seen exactly where they broke down. Now let's take a look at how the teams performed when asked questions.
Questions from Studio Q? Thanks, Wayne. Thanks. Sean Coates, Studio Q here.
also a Gemini. I just wanted to ask all of the candidates here whether or not they took their student dollars that they're given as their campaign budgets and made their photocopies and posters at the PNCC, one of the AMS services, or if they just simply took that $800 per team and went on down to the plaza to pick up a little rub and tug, if you know what I mean.
No, because we love the earth. Paper is trees, dead trees. We found pizza boxes on the side of the road, an old computer box. It used to hold a computer, now it holds a dream.
No, we did not use the PNCC, and our reasoning for that is we don't have a lot of money and we were working with a tight budget.
We used it to print, we used their ideas, we used the staff member to help us generate a design for a poster.
Well, we didn't really use anyone. We used them as servant leaders, like servant helpers. We didn't use anybody. We got help from them so that we can bring to the community what it's brought to us.
We absolutely did use the PNCC for everything we could. Unfortunately, some of our hours were 2 in the morning. And in that case, we went to Staples.
Can I get a supplemental for that, please? Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just wanted to ask the candidates on behalf of Studio Q, recently the AMS has decided to put a lot of money towards the development of a death ray. They've also decided that they're going to have a committee to look at this called the Ray Review, and it's chaired by a guy named Bob or something. Just wanted your platform points and your specific ideas on this whole review of the Ray done by this guy named Bob.
We have 3 things that we'd like to see in the Ray Review.
And hold on now, we could give you a joke. We could say something like, it's Bob Ray's problem. Let Bob Ray deal with it.
I think the 3 specific recommendations that I'd like to see are a commitment to restore a higher funding level.
You said it best, more funding. Like, I think we rank just ahead of Alabama, and that's about it in North America. So, anyways, more money, that's number 1.
I'd like to thank Omer Cogger for giving me a package today on the Ray Review and all the teams, otherwise we'd be unprepared for this one.
3 proposals we'd like to see coming out of the Ray Review. 1 is privatization. We want to ensure that there is no privatization going on at all in Ontario.
Also, I mean, it's Bob Ray. All it's going to say is more money. God.
Well, we've looked at the breakdown, we've seen how they've answered some questions. I think here at Studio Q, it's time for us to make some predictions. So we're going to go to the campus map. So we're going to take a look at our little campus map here and see what the breakdown's going to be for each one of our AMS hopefuls. So you can see, looking at the map here, we've broken it down by color for each one of the teams. Now you'll see here that Team BMP has beige, and that's because of the stronghold in Clark Hall Pub. We also know that Team DSB, they've got the red ones there because, frankly, that was an arbitrary color that we needed to choose to assign to DSB. RHM, they have yellow. Again, an arbitrary color we needed to assign, but you'll see they've got a lot of buildings there. Which buildings they are, I'm not quite sure. I've just started going to this university. Obviously, Team TMN has the area down by KGH, the hospitals and stuff. We're not sure why, but this is just what our people tell us. And last but not least, green, we see that with HHW. Now, they're going to be in the residences because, well, we know that they love residences. Oh, Team HHW. Now, funny thing you're going to notice here, though, is in Dunning Hall, they're a different color. That's because they've actually decided to bet on a winner, folks. Those politics students, they're going with Team TSC, last year's AMS winners. Can we look to them to repeat? Who knows? But you're going to see it all in the upcoming election on Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, we've taken a look at the breakdown of each one of the candidate teams. We've seen how they answered the questions. And we've even gone out and made some predictions on the campus map as to which buildings are going to go where in the upcoming election. We asked the candidates to put their best foot forward, and quite frankly, they tripped. So on Tuesday and Wednesday coming up, when you vote, even if it means doing it like this, make sure you go out and vote. Live from Studio Q, I'm Sean Coates, and remember, don't hate the player, hate the game.
No, that's not true. Okay, just disregard everything you heard.